remember back in university, trying to start a business was a loss-making venture. You either don't know exactly how the dynamics of the business economy work, or you have no capital actually at all. Between your Fuliza, pocket money, and Mshwari, there's little left for you to try and start any sort of business that will be profitable for you. There's also that issue of trying to balance studies and pleasing your folks, if that's who's sponsoring your academic journey, versus also pursuing your own personal interests. So how do you sort of create a balance where you can be successful in all of these areas? Or even, I don't know, according to my guests here, they would prefer you be more successful in business than academics, but we'll get to hear more about that from who I have invited here. They are both founders and CEOs. Earlier, I thought they're co-CEOs actually, but they're two different CEOs, so I don't know if there's an issue of power here, but we'll get to hear from them how that feels like. Antone Orwa, Antone or Anton, he'll get to tell us that more himself. He's the Chief Executive Officer and founder of Netgenix Tech Icons. He's joined here on the show with Raul Nyabola, who's also a Chief Executive Officer and founder of TSN Branding Experience. Welcome to the show, guys. I'm glad to have you here. I think I'll start from here, Raul, and then we'll go around the table while we also, take that discussion all around. Welcome to the show, first of all. How are you feeling? How's the year so far?
I feel so great.
Yeah.
Nasikia poa sijui ni nini.
Sijui ni nini au nini?
Nasikia poa sijui, but I feel so great. The year has been very great. I have witnessed very many blessings to my life. I've witnessed a quite significant growth both in academics and in my business.
All right. Antone.
Okay. You can call me Anton. If you're French, you can call me Antoine.
Okay.
Okay.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Actually, I'm in session. Yeah.
Okay. So you're still currently in school?
Yeah.
Both of you are actually?
I actually have a cut after this show.
Are you prepared for it, man? Are we wasting very valuable grades?
No, I'm a genius.
Okay. We'll get to hear about that if you need to be a genius so that you can also do business while in campus. But let's hear about what you guys do individually. You're both, very budding entrepreneurs, founders as well. TSN, what does it stand for, Raul? And then, what exactly do you do with TSN branding?
TSN is an acronym for Tantas Star Networks Branding Experience. It is a company which offers services in line of writing, graphic designing, social media management, digital marketing, and also website design and development. So we offer a package to brand clients and businesses to make the best out of them.
TSN, Tantas Star Network. What's Tantas?
Tantas. Well, it's a short of a long story, but I'll make it brief. I initially used to call myself the Smart Nation Branding Experience. Then when I was going to register the company, it was very hard for me to use the word nation because of the business requirements set by the government. So I had to get a name which will maintain TSN.
Okay.
It was a very long process, and at the end of the day, I had to get an English name. That's how me and my team, we came up with the Tantas Star Networks Branding Experience.
All right. And NetGen. Am I getting that right?
Yeah.
All right. What does it do? There's that tech aspect, of course, and you told me earlier you're a developer yourself. Is that the kind of direction you're heading, or what kind of services do you offer?
Okay, from the name, Netgenix Tech Icons, like we leverage technology to spearhead businesses into the next level. So like we create custom websites. We also give digital solutions to businesses so that we create websites if you want to increase your online visibility, if you want to improve your efficiency or automate your business, we can do that. Like you're the guys to look for. Yeah.
All right. Now let's talk about you being in campus first, and then we can get to the details of what both of your companies get to do. Individually, what do you study in school, and is it related to in any way to what you're doing as a business, Raul?
I take statistics. I am a mathematician. I'm a very passionate mathematician. Other than statistics, I'm also taking a course on software engineering. that's where my line is. So statistics is for the foundation. It has been a very good foundation to me. But software engineering is where I'm heading to.
Okay.
Software engineering and digital marketing.
Oh, bro, you have here someone you can get to employ for your own Netgenix.
Actually, I'm a mechatronic engineer. Like I'm a fourth year at JKUAT. I study mechatronic engineering. So actually, most of the services we do, they relate to engineering. So like we provide also like programming, like product design, computer-aided drawings and stuff like that. Stuff we have just studied in school. So like I'm marketing before like I graduate.
All right.
Yeah.
I see. How do you get to apply statistics in TSN branding?
There's no application of statistics in TSN branding experience. Maybe managing the business in terms of data, financial analysis, but not that much.
Okay.
Yes.
So why did you know, when people mostly think about the easiest way to get to success is stick to this thing and then, you know, be very consistent at it, and in the end you will yield results. When it comes to campus students or for university students, there is, you know, that trade-off between, you know, career and passion. How did you get to do something that's outside of your career, and how do you balance that trade-off between, you know, this is what I chose to pursue as studies, and also this is what I'm doing as business? How do you reconcile these two things?
Well, it takes time and it also takes courage. Antone mentioned of something like adding skills which you can sell. That's what I realized 3 years ago. I was doing statistics, but there are very many programs which were online for free. Things to do with scholarships of software engineering. I applied for them, and that's how I started having a vision of how I can monetize them. Statistics is good, but software engineering, I think, to me is better because you can monetize it on your own without being employed.
All right. So what is it that made you not choose software engineering at first when you're going to campus, and then was it a realization later into school, or how did that come about?
Not really. I wanted to do software engineering right from Form 1. The issue was funds. When I finished Form 4, I wanted to do software engineering at a very good university. Then it was multimedia university, but my parents couldn't afford the school fees. So I had to take a similar course at a cheaper university. Okay. That's how I founded myself at JKUAT.
JKUAT is the cheaper university. I'm hoping there's not going to be any backlash from Juja boys who are watching the show here. He spoke about you know, leveraging the online availability of courses. So is that also something you did, or how did you get to undertake the path that you're on?
Yeah, actually, these online courses like, for example, Coursera, ALX, you can use these platforms to study these stuff. Like, for example, me, I do web development, for example. Yeah, I studied it. Or you can also use YouTube. There's a lot of, like, YouTube is a very big university, like you need to use it for your good. Yeah.
Right. I had asked him about that trade-off between passion and studies. I understand you're a meme lord, or so I was informed before we came on here. Between balancing being a meme lord, going to class, a cut after this, and doing your business, how do you reconcile all these activities?
I think you just manage your time well. For example, for the memes, it's not like I mislead people. I like, after studying, when I'm tired, I post memes. I like memes, by the way. So, like, and then you just manage your time well. You manage your time well. I won't say balancing, because when you talk about balance, for example, in a beam balance, like, it means, like, if you want to balance stuff, you can take from this, then put here. You don't need to, like, trade, like, academic time, then do business. You can just, like, you can create, like, your free time, use it for the business. Yeah.
Okay.
Then academic stuff, I just do it during the academic stuff. Then business during my free time.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we've heard that, you know, Raul, you're registered. I don't know if you are as well.
I'm registered, bro.
Okay. Now, we were discussing starting a business from scratch while in campus. And, you know, the most financially disadvantaged people in the urban centers are the youth who are in campuses. You know, between asking for some money from relatives here and there, or friends, or a few ventures, there's not much for capital before you get to start. And speaking, starting from scratch, is it possible to do it without financial, you know, without capital at the very onset, or how do you guys approach that issue of raising capital to start the business?
It is very, very possible. when I started TSN branding experience,
You're saying very, very possible.
very, very possible.
Okay.
Yes. When I started TSN branding experience, this will sound like those motivational talks.
Hopefully not.
I started with a loan from 2 friends. I'll mention them: Dennis Ndolo and Eli John. They loaned me 1,500 shillings. I used the money to design logo and the first poster. I didn't know much about graphic designing. So we'll be doing the business online. Once you have your space and you have internet and laptop, that's where I started campaigning, or rather advertising for my business. You tell people, I do this, I do this, I do that. Provided you have the a good branding of your company, clients will come. You can still do it, provided you have a skill, you can monetize it, have a good branding, and then sell on social media.
Okay.
Clients will come, pole pole.
All right. Do you share the same sentiments?
Yeah, maybe to add, a business, for example, for campus students, you can't venture into goods because when you're trading goods, like it will be more expensive because you need the goods. But if you have a service which are selling or marketing, like it's simple, yeah. So for example, me, like I know I'm a developer. So a friend of mine wanted a website. So like I developed a website for him. Then I got money. So I saw, wow, so I can monetize this skill, and the skill I just learned it from YouTube. So like after getting the money, then I did the whole stuff, setting up here.
All right. Raul, you talked about getting 1,500 from Dolo and that other. Yeah. So they say the fastest way to lose a friend is to loan them some money. Yeah. And for someone out there who's very afraid of trying to get some money to start, even if it's just 1,000, 1,500, are there other options in campus that students should pursue to raise essentially capital to begin, even if it's a very little? Are there those kind of options that you guys are aware of?
Yeah, there are very many options. I won't say savings because most people say savings, yet for you to have savings, you must be having income. There are very many options. You can start selling that skill right from scratch without advertising yourself, without having much branding. Then when money first comes in, you improve pole pole. A good example is Anthony. When he started, funny thing is that we are neighbors. When he started, he didn't even have a logo. He was telling people, I do this, I do this, I do that. Then when clients come, you use that money now as an investment. The first money, use it as an investment to grow your business. Yet it will be very hard for you to get loan from friends because of trust and the current financial status of the country. But I believe you can raise it by yourself.
Okay.
Pole pole too.
And John, tell us that secret. How did you do it with no logo and no branding? And then now we are here with a business with everything. Usituambie ni God. Hapa Nairobi mambo ya ni God ni kujaribu.
No, like using your friends, like stuff like that. Yeah, I was just telling friends telling friends and stuff like hiyo.
Okay.
Then about money. Okay, I believe like a business is money in. The cash flow is very important. Don't start spending like for example logo and you don't have money. You are not even sure the business will pick. So like first try and market. When you get money, then reinvest the money into the business. I feel that's how it's supposed to be. Yeah.
Is there a way to, while you're starting from scratch, because that's what we're discussing here, starting from scratch while in campus, yeah? So I just got an idea this morning. I want to start my branding business as well. Should I start with my friends? They say friends are there to support you, but they may not necessarily be your first client. Is it, how do I leverage my network then? Or how do you guys feel people should leverage their network within campus? Because we have very popular students who are broke, yeah? And it's important that they are able to use this mass number of people who are their friends or who are within their network to begin a business from scratch or to have them as their first clients. But there's that issue that friends are there to just support you. If you talk to people who do content, they'll tell you, I'll send links, they'll post them on their statuses, and they won't view them, but they'll tell people about me. Probably half my friends don't watch my show, and that's okay, right? And how then should we translate that to business? Is there a way to still leverage that network and grow your business?
About that, I'll answer in a different perspective. Before you start a business, you should not just say, I want to start this business. There are two ways of which you can come up with an idea. The first way is learning a skill, then selling that skill. And that's the best way of starting a business. The other way of starting a business, which is the most common way, is identifying a solution or a problem, then coming up with a solution to that problem. Saying I want to come up with a branding business and you just start, it will be very hard for you to cope up along the way. About networking, there's also another factor which I always tell people. I'm a digital marketing consultant. There are two keys in business. There's getting new clients and there's maintaining existing clients. Many people focus on getting new clients. They forget maintaining existing clients. You know, when you maintain your existing clients, they will give you free referrals. I was even telling my friends, the last time I did a Facebook ad was last year, I think around August or October. Since then, I've never done any ad. It is these existing clients who keep bringing jobs day in, day out. So the first client will get, maintain him or maintain her.
Okay.
He or she will bring other referrals without even you asking them to bring you referrals.
Anton, picking up from what you just said, how do you maintain the first client to ensure that there's repeat customers coming back to continue spreading the word and also bring back more for your business?
So like you offer exemplary like services. That is the secret, because when you give someone good services, he will definitely come back or even refer someone else when he or she hears like that person wants that need. Yeah.
All right. Exemplary services. What do exemplary services look like for your company?
Maybe I share a portfolio with you. We do very good websites. Yeah. Like we just do good stuff, good work. Yeah.
No, but let's hear the portfolio while we get to hear what Raul has to say about the digital space. There's a crop of there's the growth of AI currently. Where I'm sure you're very aware of its applications across various fields. You spoke about marketing, writing, and many of these fields which are also affected by artificial intelligence. How have you been able, or have you been able to incorporate it within your operations? And is that something that effectively someone can use when they're starting up a business in while still in university and leverage it for growth?
Yes. And I'll give a very confident yes for that.
Okay.
There are very many platforms, websites, and machines out here which will make your work easier as a business entrepreneur. There are free resources like Canva, which you not being a good graphic designer, you can still create your posts for social media posts. There is ChatGPT, you can use it for content writing, getting the right hashtags, captions, and blog content. There are very many of them out here which you can use to make your workflow easier. AI is not here to take over our work. AI is here to make our work easier. And I'll give a good example. 10 years ago, there were personal assistants, or rather, there were secretaries. Then there came some applications which people say they'll carry away the secretaries. But what did they do? Secretaries were forced to learn these things so that they can make their work as secretaries easier. It is the same thing with AI. It is here to make our work easier as designers, developers, engineers, and all those fields.
Getting back to you, Anton, as you prepare for your portfolio there, let me just ask about AI, and then I get back to your portfolio still, because I really still, of course, we are trying to sell to an audience here on what you do, and it's important that they know exactly what kind of services you focus on. But still sticking with AI, you design websites as well, and say it's possible for someone to head out to ChatGPT and ask for a short description on how to do a website, take it over to Midjourney or DALL-E, whichever of the other image generation sites are there, and then get maybe a mock-up of the website, move through Canva, here and there, and eventually come up with, even if it's a not well put in place website, it's still something. Does that concern you as a developer? And are there ways in which you integrate AI, as he mentioned in some of his activities, to help it grow?
Okay, for the AI, like you can use like the AI to find like the framework of the code, stuff like that. But something like the user interface, like human, like the AI, as much as it is intelligent, it cannot put like the work the way a human being can, like wants, like stuff like that. Yeah. So like AI cannot replace me, because my services are exemplary, as I said. And I will share with you my portfolio after this. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let me get back to Raul again. Now, while we're still on the conversation on how to set up from scratch a business in university, do you focus mainly on the student population, or should someone get out there? We like to call it out there as if it's a physical location outside the university gates, but you get my point there. Should you begin within the university premises or go out there into the population and start your business?
For a start with students if you're in university, because you have direct contact with them. But you have to grow also.
Okay.
When you grow, go there with that name. Try getting clients out there. And let me tell you one funny thing is that clients out here, they really appreciate youth over the aging generation. If they realize that you're a youth age 22 and you're doing a business, they'll be very much willing to do business with you than do with someone who's 35 years. And we should take that as an advantage as we're still young. Build our name, get out there, win clients. They will definitely adore your services. Provided you are very trustworthy, you have a very good reputation, and you have a very good, strong brand on social media.
But,
All right.
like, okay, students cannot necessarily be your market. I feel like you just, for example, me, my market is mostly SMEs. So like you just need to put your content only in the social media, and then let social media do its magic.
Social media actually now while we are still on it, is very popular with university students. Maybe shares a few tips which a business, someone who's doing a business in university premises can leverage social media platforms to push out a word about their business.
I'm not talking as a digital marketing consultant. You can
consultation here.
You can check my LinkedIn, Raul and Antone. For social media, but it is the greatest tool to ever exist. I have partly grown because of Facebook. You can use the right content words, the right keywords, and use hashtags optimization. When you do that, it will score high on SEO, and even clients will start responding to posts you did 6 years ago. Consistent posting, consistent content calendar, and having the goals to achieve at the end of that calendar, it will pick. I have done social media management and social media optimizations for a number of clients, and the results has been very, very, very good.
Okay.
Another thing, okay, maybe to add, like in this, like for example, like this generation, like attention has been like a modern currency for this world. So like for example, kaveve kazote, like ama like shouting, then unaomoka tu hivyo maze. Yeah, so like I feel if you put your stuff in the internet, then people embrace it well. Like you just make it kituka hiyo. Yeah.
All right, gentlemen, lastly, I'd like us to hear, I'll give you this platform to tell us the social media platforms in which people can reach out to you and how they can get business from you, because that's also what we're trying to do here. You're doing business while still in university, and now we have an audience for you to talk to. So I'll start from you, Raul. There goes your camera. Please tell us where people can find TSN branding experience and other pricing that you would like to issue out that you can do as well.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm available on all social media platforms as at Raul Nyabola. That's Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and LinkedIn. For my company, it is TSN Branding Experience, but we use the username at TSN Experience on Twitter, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. For pricing, our rate card varies depending on the nature of the business and the kind of the work. So you can send up as a DM on either platforms. We respond immediately. Even now, I have a team that does that. I will share with you the customized rate card for each package.
Okay, Antone.
Okay, for me, like Netgenix Tech Icons, you can find us at Netgenix Icons IG, Netgenix Icons Facebook, and Netgenix Icons Twitter. So what we do, we leverage technology to spearhead businesses, especially SMEs, into the next level. So if you want websites, we can create custom websites to your preference, to tailor your needs, and it will improve your online visibility, and you'll just get results. Yeah, you'll get an audience. Thank you.
All right, Masi Makau here is saying this is so encouraging. Raul and Antone, you are really encouraging us as young people. Maybe just get a last word of encouragement or any last word they can give to guys who are trying to start business from university? One sentence each, and then we'll be good.
For me, it is to kill off imposter syndrome. Imposter syndrome is when you're great, but you don't want people to know that you're great. Go out to the world, show people what you're doing, and let people know that you're very good at graphic designing, project management, or software engineering.
All right. Anything,
Okay,
Antone?
for me, like in this generation, people want to get money instantly. What I would advise people is start small. Don't be afraid to start small. You can make baby steps, then itajipa. Yeah, thank you.
All right. That's Antone and Raul Nyabola, who are students in university, but also conducting their own businesses of branding and also technology, which is leveraging some of those resources to bring your business to the next level. Coming up next is a discussion on the state of the nation and the headlines in this day's newspapers. You have the Business Daily, the Daily Nation, and the Standard. I'm speaking with Mwalimu Njuguna Kinywa. Mwalimu Kinywa Njuguna, he'll be here. He's also a seasoned political analyst. So let's get to hear on how the country is doing economically, politically, and anything else in between that we'll find. So grab yourself a copy. We'll be right back.